know that Alex Smith was the top pick in the draft. Brady was like a sixth-round pick. And Brady had much more success.
8-10. The Trojans leading, seemingly in control here. Allen picks up 8 on them.
That's 93 yards for him on the night on 15 carries. He's got over 100 all-purpose yards tonight. And as we talked about before, he's really become the identity of this offense, at least in my view.
Of course, USC has a full complement of scholarships available. Probationary period has ended. Allen cutting it back. Finds a crease. Stays in bounds after picking up the first down at the 25-yard line. Got 5, and it looks like there's a late flag on the play.
You said full complement of scholarships?
Well,
eventually.
Yes.
Personal foul right here on the defense.
They actually,
That's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
USC actually has about 57 available scholarship players that they get by a win. And they actually have about 50 scholarship players suited up ready to play tonight.
Put that into perspective for us, Bud. How much is that handcuff?
The full allotment is 85. So they have a long way to go to get back to their full number of scholarships. Now they'll be able to offer 25 this year, so they'll probably net an increase of 10 or 12. So it's going to take them a couple of years to get to 85.
But in between the tackles again, Allen picks up about 3. And how difficult is it to stay as competitive, but not even be competitive, to excel and do as well as USC has done during that period?
It's hard. You have to stay healthy. You can't afford to lose any man. Got to have them all. Two, it's harder to practice. You start limiting things. Well, can you hit this often? What's your depth like? What do you use for scout team players? You hope you get a lot of walk-ons who can do the scout team work, but they're not necessarily giving you the same kind of look as scholarship players would. So it hampers you in practice as well.
Allen's on over 100 yards rushing for the 7th time in his career. Takes it again. Falls down to the 50-yard line, right into the field. Picked up about 6 on the play.
And let me ask you this about walk-ons. So if your son says, "Hey, Dad, I want you to pay $60,000 a year for me to walk around and play football at USC."
You're going to take that ride somewhere else.
Yeah.
He would have had me at walk-on.
Yeah,
Of course,
a tough deal.
USC would be a very attractive place to do it. And a bunch of reasons.
A lot to like in Southern California, huh? It is a recruiting advantage.
Third down and going for the Trojans. Trying to hang on to the football and run out some clock. I'm not sure they're going to get the first down on that opportunity. Newton stopped up a little bit short of the first down, and again, some extracurricular activity. Fourth down coming up for Sarkisian. He told me, in coming back here, it was an interesting feeling. He said, I knew the school and the people and a lot of people at the administration from his prior time there, but the leadership was different. It's been great. They go for it on fourth down. Allen stays on his feet. It depends on the spot here. And it looks like he got the first down. So hold on to it. Just over 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, they do point it out. First down for him. And extracurricular activities, again, you see the officials trying to get control of this. He's doing a good job of it. You're talking about Sarkisian. There are a couple other things he mentioned I thought were pretty interesting. Share one with you after this play.
Allen again. A lot of the workload here late, trying to stay in bounds.
Another
flag. Nolan Lewis there to make the tackle, number 17. And some of the frustration now is starting to manifest itself in plays like this by Oregon State.
No need for plays over. Well, one of the things Sarkisian mentioned was
After the play, personal foul. Unnecessary roughness Out of bounds, going the player down. Number 17, automatic first down, 15 yards.
Boy, great restraint that time by Allen not to respond.
Yeah, good job. And one of the things that Sarkisian mentioned is domestic violence, and that it's being in the news with the NFL and the like. And he says that it's filtered down to the college academy, and they've made sure here at USC to bring in experts to talk to their players. But the interesting thing he said was, hey, one of the things that gets the attention of players is telling them the amount of money it is costing NFL players, professionals, when they're involved with that. And he said, unfortunately, it's not just morals that get their attention, it's sometimes cold hard cash.
This age group, 18 to 23. Justin Davis. Little ground and pound action, picked up 7 down to the 21-yard line. USC now verge of improving to 3-1 overall in the season. Well, Captain Trojan heads for the exits. He's not alone.
Well, you think about USC, and we wondered if they were finding an identity, if they were back. After seeing UCLA the other night, you start to wonder about the South.
Davis turns it up. Touchdown. Oh, yeah. Oh, he just kept going.
He almost got the sense that Oregon State players assumed he was out of bounds or going out of bounds, and he just tightropes this. And who makes a tackle? It's Murphy who makes a tackle, but he kind of went for a ride into the end zone.
Yeah, 3 yards deep. Davis is his second rushing touchdown of the season, 8th of his career.
He is such a good blocker, good in pass protection. Good to see him get an opportunity to show off some running skills.
Extra point good. This one's pretty much on ice. Cooked, glazed, and ready to be sliced. Back after this. Well, Thursday it's a Pac-12 showdown as Tommy Solomon in Arizona travel to Eugene to take the field against number 2 Oregon and Marcus Mariota. Thursday at 10:30 on ESPN and also on Watch ESPN.
You know, those two teams traditionally have had shootouts, played real tough games over the last few years. That's going to be a really exciting game. I'm just really curious about Oregon defensively. We saw them last week. Washington State put up a lot of points on them. And even if Oregon gets healthy with their line, they still have a defensive issue. Their secondary has to get better.
Defensive coordinator is here for them. Aaron Warren return. Nice return out near the 40-yard line. You guys getting after the whistle. Look ahead to next week. Some intriguing matchups. A&M squeezing one out today against Arkansas. They take on Mississippi State.
Yeah, next weekend is the best weekend of the season so far in college football. And part of that is we have to have better games in September. That's part of the whole selection committee. If the selection committee doesn't encourage teams to play better games like Michigan State did with Oregon, then we're not going to get great weekends like next week until October. We want some of those in September.
Yeah, I second that motion. New quarterback in the ballgame, Luke Del Rio, the Alabama transfer. Quarterback now for Oregon State. Win has done for the night. That's a complete stop to the clock.
And if that Del Rio name sounds familiar, it should. His dad was a great player here, Jack Del Rio. Good to see.
That's your halftime honor. Ceremonies. Well, they close.
the speed coordinator and did the Broncos. Going our way, running that Frank out there.
Second down and 10 for the Beavers. Del Rio wants to get his slings in. Pass it complete. Intended for Taylor.
After having seen USC tonight and UCLA on Thursday night, and Arizona's win over Cal last week, I think it's safe to say those are the three top contenders, although we should not exclude Utah.
Nice job there.
And Utah will face UCLA next weekend, kind of a showdown in the South.
Pasadena. USC will take on Arizona State. 3rd and 10. Del Rio back to pass. And incomplete. And don't forget SportsCenter coming up next, folks. That's intended for Richard Mullaney. A big day in college football. Florida State getting off to a slow start and ultimately coming back and winning against North Carolina State. Of course, that's where the fresh, hot edition of SportsCenter will come from right across the way there. Shadows of the Center.
Got my big one. That's a pretty good studio.
Be careful when you walk through, man. Yeah, you gotta put the suit on and go to work. Aguilar back to the spot. He bounced harmlessly at the 22-yard line. Time on the field, just under 4.5 minutes to go after the 39-yard punt.
At Northrop Grumman, we've always been at the forefront of advanced electronics, providing technology